Pêl-droed byw rwan o gwpan her yr Alban ac mae sylwebedd Saesneg ar gael ar y botwm coch. The New Saints face Dundee now and English language commentary is available. Sky Plus Freeview or Virgin Media viewers, please press the red button. If you have a TiVo box or Sky Q box, please access settings and use the audio selection option. Any problems, please contact our viewers hotline.
Pŵer, cywirdeb, cyflymder. Mae'r chwaraewr yma'n gwybod sut i symud.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Noson arall, gêm bêl-droed fyw arall i chi ar S4C. Mae angen canolbwyntio heno, cofiwch, achos mae pencampwyr Cymru yn cystadlu yng nghwpan her yr Alban. A mae'r gêm yn cael ei chwarae yn Lloegr. Mae'n hen joc, ond yw'r gystadleuaeth ddim yn hen, a mae'n braf croesawu'r gystadleuaeth yn ôl ar ôl 2 dymor. Ac un o'r hen enwau traddodiadol o'r hen ogledd sydd yma heno. Dundee yn erbyn y Seintiau Newydd. Y cyfan yn fyw gyda ni ar sgorio fan hyn. Mae'n braf iawn cael bod yma. Mae yna awyrgylch yma, mae yna sŵn yma. Mae Malcolm Allen yma hefyd. Malcolm, cwpan her, mae'n teimlo fel her hefyd. Dundee newydd ddisgyn o'r uwch gyngor yn yr Alban. Tipyn o noson y Seintiau.
Ie, mae nhw i pi bach o dîm fel Fulham fyny a lawr yn aml dydy o'r pencampwriaeth fyny'r uwch gyngor. Ond edrych ydi ar y dor yma. Mwy nag arfer yma, does. Mwy o sŵn yma. Dwi wedi gweld ers blynyddoedd na ddeud hynny, felly perffaith yr osod am gêm gwpan, ond mae gyd amdano Seintiau Newydd. Amser ar ôl ail ddychwelyd i Craig Harrison mynd allan yna a gosod ei stamp i lawr, herwydd ar ôl siwrna nhw tymor yma, yr haf yma, efo'u perfformiadau yn Ewrop, oedden nhw ddim digon da. Rwan o ddifri, mae'n rhaid i mynd allan y curo.
O ran y gystadleuaeth, mae gath i chlybwyll y gyntaf, pobl ddim coet yn siŵr beth i ddisgwyl, clybiau o Gymru, Iwerddon hefyd yn chwarae yn erbyn yr Alban, ond wedi bod yn llwyddiant?
Go iawn, da ni wedi cael lot o llinell fesur lle, da ni dwi'n meddwl ar y deca, ond y tymor hyn, mae rhaid i'r Seintiau Newydd. Yn lle bod yn curo'r dwbl bob blwyddyn yn uwchgyngor Cymru, mae'n amser iddyn nhw fynd allan i'r Alban a curo'r gwpan.
Ie, a dwi weld y ddau dîm yn paratoi i gael mi i'r cae. Mae'n mynd i fod yn noson ddiddorol. Ffansi ymunod yn o, Malcolm?
So fi wrth y môr. Go iawn, mae'n berffaith.
Wel, ymunod y tîm sylwebu fydd Malcolm. Mae yna sylwebeth yn Saesneg. We've got English language commentary available on the red button. Mark Jones and Tomi Morgan waiting for you there. Tomi wedi gweld coch yn ddiweddol gyda llawn stori arall yw hwnna. Ac yn Gymraeg, gwr sy'n nabod pêl-droed yr Alban yn dda, wrth gwrs. O Wain Tudur Jones gyda Nick Parry.
Good evening and welcome to Park Hall in Oswestry for a third round Scottish Challenge Cup match between TNS and Dundee. Welsh and Irish clubs are back in the competition for the first time since the COVID pandemic, and TNS and Carnarvon Town are the Welsh representatives for 22-23. There are the two lineups for the teams in front of us this evening for TNS and Dundee. Alongside me, Tomi Morgan will help us with the lineups.
Yes, well, New Saints, just one change for them, and that's a dramatic change just before kick-off there. Dan Williams stepping in for the injured Ben Clark. And for Dundee, they made a number of changes from their last lineup. So, don't really know what to expect from them, but certainly will be a real handful for the New Saints this evening, a real challenge for them. One they hope to come over. And that's one player there, McGowan, former Celtic player, played in the Champions League. Plays at number 10 for Dundee, and I think he'll be needed to be watched really closely this evening. Most of the good things go through him in that 10 role, and he's supported by Williamson and Anderson just behind him.
There are the three officials. Surprisingly to me, Tommy, I don't know where it is to you, they're all Welsh officials in a Wales versus Scotland encounter, even though it's the Scottish Challenge Cup, so good luck to the Welsh lads there. And there are the Dundee I hope I don't say Dundee United again this evening, it's Dundee. They've brought a large contingent along with them, so it's a great atmosphere here, and unfortunately for us, there's the first smoke bomb of the evening in the right back slot.
Yeah, certainly will delay the kick-off that. Sure. the ground staff will get rid of that pretty quickly.
But an intriguing encounter, Tom. It's Craig Harrison's team at top of the Cymru Premier going tonight's encounter on the back of a 7-0 away win at Cardiff Met last weekend. So it's the best in the Cymru Premier against the 5th in the Scottish Championship. And there's the man in charge sitting top of the league. He's very excited by this game, by the way. I sat with him about an hour ago, Tom. He's really looking forward to this, Craig Harrison.
Well, certainly a challenge for him as an individual and for his team as well, Mark. I think they've really got to make their mark. Not a good European jaunt for them this year. So it's going to be a real tough game this evening.
Yeah, and there's Gary Boyer in charge of Dundee. Took over from Mark McGee at the start of the season. 5th in the Scottish Championship. I would say it's a pretty decent game for both clubs. There's Dan Williams on loan from Swansea.
Yeah, certainly a late call-up for Dan Williams, but he'll be relishing the prospect of playing this evening and making his mark and showing the manager what he can do. And obviously, sometimes, as you know, Mark, players pick up these little injuries and one door shuts and another one opens, so I'm sure he'll be hoping it'll open up for him there this evening.
There he is, the relief fireman, shall we say, doing a fine job there. He's held us up, by the way, for at least over a minute. Time this evening will be 90 minutes, by the way. It's a cup match. It will go straight to penalties if it does go all the way. And yet again, there are the supporters from Dundee. I'm sure we'll hear plenty from them this evening. I think they've enjoyed themselves this afternoon in Oswestry.
Yeah, certainly a long trip down for them from Scotland. But they'll be looking forward to seeing their team perform this evening.
McManus still waiting to kick off. Referee Thomas Owen waiting for the kick-off. He's just about to blow it. We're off for the 3rd round of the Scottish Challenge Cup. TNS, of course, in their green and white Celtic hoops. Dundee in their dark navy. Game bound to kick off to a quick tempo. Marriott, captain of TNS, to take the throw in. Been to the semi-final twice in this. TNS, they'd love to get to the final this season. Connah's Quay, of course, were the last team from the Cymru Premier League to get to the final. Paul McManus, who's playing centre forward for TNS, played in that final for the winners Ross County against Connah's Quay a few years ago. Max Anderson in midfield. It's Williams breaking quickly. Chance to get on the ball. Great ball out. Space as well for Chiselvic. Does he take his man on or put in Ollie? Great ball, Chiselvic. Nobody on the far post. Can't say it wasn't a good ball. It was there, Tom. It was food from Chiselvic for his strikers. Just nobody appearing on the far post then.
Yeah, certainly. Williams does exceptionally well in midfield to release Chiselvic down this left-hand side. He's whipped across, but nobody, both players in the box there on their heels.
Williams goes to ground with the ball at his feet. Anderson again getting wide to Cammy Kerr, the right back. Kerr gets it forward. McGowan, as you said earlier on in the warm-up, Tom, will dwell on the ball a lot. Very, very skillful player who's played at a great level, as the centre forward Cillian Sheridan. Plenty of experience, played for Celtic against Manchester United in the Champions League and got 3 caps for the Republic of Ireland. So that's the sort of quality TNS are up against this evening. Their last victory, as we said earlier on, was a 7-0 demolition of Cardiff Met last Saturday, so they'll come in with confidence. It's the same team apart from Clark.
Yeah, surprising result that, Mark. 7-0 when it was first v second. Disappointing scoreline for the students down in Kincoid.
But good atmosphere about the place, Tom Parkall. I'm sure the TNS fans and management and committee would wish they'd have this sort of crowd every week. Creates such a better atmosphere around the game itself.
Yeah, there's a bit of a buzz about this evening. Let's hope the game lives up to it.
And I've seen the way they're starting here, Dundee. They're playing 3 up top and McGowan also, so they really are stretching. They're going to try and stretch the TNS defence, and it's press for them right from the start. Long ball from the goalkeeper there, Legends. Headed away by Daniels into midfield. McGowan's on the ball. Will he take the shot on? Great ball. Keeper stays. Great save. An important save in the first 3 minutes. Brilliant save from Connor Roberts. He's got 5 clean sheets so far this season, and he showed his form then. It was a one-on-one.
Yeah, certainly a great opportunity there. McMullen was released, but Connor Roberts, he dashes out there, made himself really big, and he'll gain a lot of confidence on that early save, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely a confidence-boosting save. But there's no doubt. In fact, Tom, we did in fact sneak a chat with 1 or 2 of the coaches from Dundee before the game, and they told us their intention was to press TNS, as they know they like to be comfortable on the ball coming out from the back.
Yeah, not many teams come here and do that, Mark, so probably a little bit surprising for...
Corner in, looking for the man on the back post. Just a little bit going on off the ball. Referee Thomas Owen blows up.
Bit of shirt tugging there. No need for that, really.
Marriott inside. Astles gets it wide to Keston Davis, who's having a good run in the team at the moment. TNS will still try and play their way out. Connor Roberts looking for Chiselvich with a long one. The fullback was on his toes waiting for it. Cammy Kerr. Yeah, not comfortable on the ball at the back there. Ryan Astles being pressed like he is. McGowan again. They've started well, Dundee. I'm sure an early goals within there. Grasp headed away by Davis, and very unusually, Tom, in the first 5 minutes at Parkall, I think TNS are rattled a bit.
Yeah, they just had 140 into the opponent's half. That Chiselvich cross. But other than that, it's been, back to the wall, to be honest.
McMullen with the corner, most probably looking for McGee, goes short with McGowan. McMullen picks up the second ball. Does he whip it in? Whips it across the front. Headed away. Well headed away by Marriott. It's back out. McGowan puts it in early. Davis gets there first. Catches his own player there, Sheridan in the face. Chiselvich. They can play on the break well though, TNS. McManus.
They certainly got a bit of pace about them, especially in Chiselvich.
Well, when they do break, we know, Tom, almost definitely that Chiselvich, McManus and Brobble will be in the 3. Stolen there in midfield. It's a good steal as well. Ben Williamson gets it wide. McMullen gets it across. Chance here. Camping in behind the ball at the moment, TNS. And Dundee piling pressure on. Williamson stands up to the back post. Stays in. It'll be given as the 3rd corner in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, at the moment, Mark, TNS are second everything. And Dundee, they're really looking sharp. Especially in midfield, giving them no time at all there.
Surprised they haven't taken a short again then, Tom, because there are 2 out there, 2 dark blues out there, and only 1 green and white. And it's Brobble. But it looks like it'll be whipped in by McGowan. That's stood right up to the back post. Astles will deal with that. The 6'4" giant of a centre half. Wrong corner against TNS, that definitely.
So I'm sure a bit of a rude awakening for TNS in these early moments of the game.
Beautiful summer's day, or autumn day, in Oswestry this afternoon. Just starting to get a little bit cold now. And they definitely have started as the team on top. Marshall gets a pass through, the run through. Now, you've got to use all your experience, you know, Colin. Maybe the ball boy haven't used his experience there. It's Gordon Strachan. What a player. Played for some fantastic clubs. Played for Scotland. And a genuine, for me, world-class midfielder. And there's his grandson on the bench. So he gets on for him later on. TNS are most probably hoping they don't bring Gordon on. Marriott, that's what they need. They need a spell. Craig Harrison, great ball from Marriott. He's been there, done it at this level. Routledge. Daniels wide. Routledge. Daniels. Brobble tries to put McManus in. Headed away. Redmond. McGowan is definitely the player. Offside. Looks offside. Sheridan.
No flag there.
No, I think that's why he put his hand up. Just let it run out. Not to give the offside. Hasn't played for a year, Sheridan. It's his first start in 90 minutes tonight.
Yeah, did his Achilles.
I'm sure you'll want to get amongst the goals. Lyle Cameron bombing down the left-hand side, puts it inside to Anderson. Anderson. McGowan spinning his way around. Chance on the edge if he gets a shot off. Shot off! Oh, great save again. Connor Roberts. McMullen it was with a shot. It's a great left-handed stretch from the goalkeeper. Palms it around for the corner. Well done, Connor Roberts.
Yeah, certainly having far too much time there in the edge of the box.
That's
Nobody
right
closing
in
him
the
down.
corner, mind Tom.
Here's an excellent stop by the custodian there. It's 2 great saves already in this
Chance
game.
in their arm at the moment in the first 10 minutes, TNS. And there's no doubt who their most outstanding performer has been so far. 2 great saves. Goal-saving saves.
Yeah, certainly.
Davis.
Just can't get hold of the game at the moment. He can't get hold of the ball, Mark, and in midfield they're getting swamped.
Yeah, just like you say, I suppose it's the word that everybody uses. No, not everybody likes it. Press to the older viewers there. Some may not understand. It's closing people down quick. In modern terms, would you say? Older terms?
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're just trying to close TNS down at every opportunity before they get out. The modern word usually used for that now is the press. 5th in the championship, Dundee. Astols. Just a little bit uneasy there again. Keston Davis heads it away now for 5th corner in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Another excellent cross there from Cammy Kerr into the box. Astols a little bit flat-footed.
I mean, you've managed, Tom, you know the score. When you play teams, corner comes in, back post, Astols does the job again. If they keep going back post all night, by the way, Astols will win every one. In it goes, Robert stays this time, headed back, McManus. It's good play from Kerr, it's out again. But definitely on the back foot, TNS. Just got to settle the ship, stay with it.
Yeah, just stay in the game, weather the storm. But they are definitely looking very menacing. The Scottish team, Dundee.
Ashcroft tries to rattle one in. If his touch was better then he was in. Not the greatest of touches from McGowan, ex-Celtic and St Mirren. McManus, that's more like it from McManus. Chance here if Daniels can get at the defender. Chizelvich. Marriott. He'll be comfortable on the ball, he won't give it away. Chizelvich will cut inside or outside as we know. Redmond looking to make the run. That's more like it from TNS, especially the ex-Manchester City and Wrexham winger Chizelvich. Davis, Keston Davis, Connor Roberts. Don't think he'll come and get as high as Paul Harrison used to. Marriott, that's that closing down again.
Not giving TNS any time on the ball whatsoever, Dundee. They're really up for this game.
Roberts is a decent pass from Connor Roberts. The numbers are on here if he can get him cross. Great ball. Sizovic has started tremendously. Daniels out on the right hand side, cuts inside, gets it across. Brobble on the edge. Daniels to the back post. Redmond. Marriott. That's more like it from TNS, and they get their first set play of the evening. They can play when they get on it, and that's what Craig Harrison is no doubt telling them at the moment.
Yeah, much better from the home side, that. Patient build-up.
Football's a strange game sometimes, Tom. 6 corners so far, the away team. First one for the home team. Shall we see? Marriott. McGowan. Daniels. McGowan. It's got out too easy there. Daniels just let him peel off him. He's got to close him down like they've been closing them down.
Not a bad idea, that. It's just cycling the ball, getting a few more touches on it, settling into the game.
Yeah, every time it's gone to Chiselvich at the moment, they got a bit of quality about them, and that's what they need. They need their quality players on the ball to settle. Press on again. Astles will always go big. McManus, Brobble and Chiselvich will lead the line, and it looks like Dan Williams, 14 in midfield, will be the 10 chasing the front three all night, Tom.
Yeah, I think at the moment, I don't think Williams knows exactly his role. He's obviously a late call-up for him, and he looks a little bit lost at the moment.
There are Cymru Premier games going on this evening. Airbus 1, Newtown 1. Airbus will be pleased to be on level terms and will be hoping to get their first point of the season this evening. That's half-time, by the way. Almost half-time.
Yeah, just certainly settling down a little bit now.
Penabont take the lead against Aberystwyth. Penabont could go second this evening. Caernarfon play tomorrow against Clyde up in Scotland. Good luck to Caernarfon. It's just starting to settle, Tom, after 15 minutes, TNS.
Yeah, I have to thank Connor Roberts that it's still a 0. 5 clean sheets for him so far this season.
Redmond, great ball. Daniels, the right back, tries to play in. McManus. Danny Davis, usual right back, still on the bench. He's on the bench tonight, which is good to see. Davis, Keston Davis, they decided to come a bit higher now. TNS. Marriott. Yeah. But yet again, Dan Williams, he's a willing runner. It looks like he's the type of player that gives you everything.
Yeah, he's probably, well, he is playing the role that Ben Clark, and we know how good Ben Clark is getting into the box and being a creative player for the New Saints.
Yeah. Marriott. Great spin. Williams earns his team a free kick and plays it quickly. Well played. Chiselvich. Astles. Keston Davis will be able to gather a bit of ground there in front of him. He should have had the ground up then. Astles gets it wide. Marriott. Good first time ball to Chiselvich, so they're starting to pass it really well now. Redmond. Williams again. Williams. Brobble to Daniels. TNS starting to hug that ball a lot more now. Great ball to McManus. Oh, almost. McManus knocked inside, was just cut out then by the big defender.
Yeah, Williams had made a great run into midfield there.
Jordan McGee. Brobble. Redmond. Marriott wide again. Sometimes he just puts that aerial, the soft air ball, instead of drilling it across the ground for more pace. Routledge tries to hook it back onto McGowan for the corner. Marriott closing down McMullen, but that's more like it from TNS. Airbus, by the way, a 2-1 ahead against Newtown, which is a credible score. Payne and Ayr getting the goals.
Yeah, Newtown struggling a little bit. They've been struggling a few times, and then they come really good, Newtown, so I'm sure Chris Hughes knows it's going to be a long season.
They're giving a lot of goals away at the moment, and Aberystwyth, by the way, after Kai Whitmore's goal, they've equalised. It's 1-1 Penabont and Aberystwyth. Everybody counts teams out at the start of the season after 5 or 6 games. It happened to Aberystwyth last year, and they stayed up. Start saying who's going to stay up and who's going to go down just about Christmas time.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get 15 games on the board first of all.
It's Dundee's turn to start passing their ball around. It's good. Technically, they're two very good teams here. Ashcroft gets it inside. Great pass by Ashcroft. Soft to McMullen, spins his man, goes forward. McGowan's in on the edge of the box. Can he get a shot off? Well closed down by Astles.
McGowan, definitely the danger man.
He's come inside there, the fullback. Daniels does well in the end. He recovered really well, but it's right across the front. Got away with one there, TNS. It was the left back Jordan Marshall who got forward and won the battle with Daniels.
Yeah, I think Mullen as well. He's a real dangerous player. I mean, this cross should never have come in, Mark. Really should have defended that much better.
Say, cracking atmosphere here at Park Hall this evening, and the first goal for either side will really set this game up.
If you were a manager, Mark, what would you think now after 20 minutes?
Yeah, I think in the first 10 minutes I think Dundee would have came down here and thought, listen, if we get an early goal here we could really run riot here because it's all us. TNS rode their luck, did well, the goalkeeper with 3 good saves, and they're back in the game. And I think TNS will now start believing that they can win this game.
Yeah, it's evened out after that opening salvo from Dundee. I think they're looking a bit tighter. Routledge and Redmond in midfield, just the holders for the New Saints, getting a better foothold in the game.
That suicide ball, which I call, Connor Roberts has just passed again there, right into Redmond with a player right on his back. You've got to get that right. Daniels piling forward, great ball. Williams, good touch, Williams. Oh, he should have gone wide. Chiselvich was by himself there. McManus holds his hands in the air. He went the wrong way. He was in acres of space, and the break's on now.
Some great approach play there from the New Saints, though.
When Cameron gets on the ball in midfield, he's decent. Lyle Cameron, you could tell that 3 goals already this season, the 19-year-old danger man, as well as McGowan and McMullen. Redmond, high line then, chance to put it in behind. You'll do it now. Great pace, Chiselvich drags Ashcroft into the corner. He's been the best player on the park for TNS so far. Marriott, Routledge. There's not a lot between these two teams, Tommy.
No, TNS starting to show their teeth. Need to show that the top third of the pitch now. Give them some attempts on goal.
Well, referee says tackle from behind the load there, right through the back of him, but he got the ball. It's an interesting one we may go back to.
No response from the players there, was there, Mark?
Shepherd pulls it back across. Sheridan, in fact, it was Cillian Sheridan. There he is. May feel the pace after being out for so long. He's taking a breather there now. It's been a frantic first 22 minutes. Score remaining at TNS 0, Dundee 0 in the Scottish Challenge Cup 3rd round. Early one in. Astles again heads away. Daniels did well, body strength just to get in front of Sheridan. Brobel gets his team a throw in.
Daniels has done well at right back, considering he's a winger.
Yeah, it's a big boost to Phil as well, Danny Davis's. Nations League, Sunday evening, 7:15, Wales versus Belgium. S4C again, doing a superb job laying on international football for the viewers. And it's a score from Penabont. They've gone 2-1 ahead now, Penabont, 2-1 ahead against Aberystwyth. So that's 2-1 Airbus, 2-1 Penabont. Davis. Oh, great ball. Oh, almost a great ball. Penabont 2, Aberystwyth 1 at the top of your screen.
Plenty of time left in both those games, Mark.
Well, I'm glad to see that we did see a 7-0 last week, which nobody was really happy with. It was, like you said, first against second. Don't want too many of them in the league, Tom. Great to see teams playing and putting goals in the back of the net, but Craig there taking notes. Keston Davis heads it down in the corner. If you're going off at, after half an hour, I would be disappointed if I'm the Dundee manager and I'm not ahead with the 2 chances they actually had and the 2 great saves from Connor Roberts.
Yeah, I'm sure Gary Bowyer be a little bit disappointed his team aren't in the lead, but that's what goalkeepers are for, Mark, to make saves. And Connor Roberts, you know, he's had to wait for his opportunity here at Park Hall, and he looked a little bit rusty, so we say, in the Welsh Cup final at the start of the season, but certainly he's grown into that role as the number 1 here.
No doubt. That's a really terrible free kick, sorry, Tom, to put in there from McGowan. Brobel accepted it willingly. Can he switch the play? Still the switch is on. Williams switches it well.
This has been their out ball all evening, Mark. Out to Marriott on this left-hand side.
Williams gets it out of his feet to Routledge. Brobel looking to play the 1-2. Back amongst the goals, Brobel in the last couple of games. Chiselvich on the other wing. Had a hat-trick in last week's game against Cardiff Met. Standards, you know, these teams go into Europe from the Cymru Premier and we wonder about standards. And then it's good to see them come in against teams like from the Scottish Championships. Don't forget, these were in the Scottish Premier League last season, playing the likes of Celtic and Rangers. So that's one for our viewers just to take in a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. And these are the kind of oppositions you want to play against, pit your wits against as a manager, and hopefully pick a win up. Played their way out of defence wonderfully then. Daniels. Brobel. It's a great ball as well. Because of his first touch, as usual, is excellent. Can he take care on Marriott? Williams gets his team a corner. There was bodies up, then they were 4 against 4 in the box end. Yeah. This youngster is starting to work his way into this game, and he's doing all right, Tom. Yeah, he is actually. But again, Marriott, Chiselvich down this left-hand side. Cup matches, tight cup matches, set plays, vital. Can't afford to waste any. He's got to go in that mixer. Astles wins the first as he... Oh, that's a back flick. That would be some assist. Back to the goalkeeper. Cameron presses the goalkeeper all the way up. Connor Roberts, pretty decent pass. McManus wants his feet. McManus gets his feet and spins his man well. Haven't seen a lot of McManus tonight. Haven't really been on the ball in the first 27 minutes. Well played, Williams. Terrific touch there by Williams in midfield. The youngster's on loan, see, Tom, from Swansea City. I know he's been out to Ireland. A great game here tonight for him. Could make all the difference to his career. Yeah, absolutely. And
mean, what he needs to do is pin a place in the team on a regular basis, and he looks as if he's got plenty of ability.
Astles, Keston Davis. A frantic first 10 minutes from Dundee, put TNS under extreme pressure. They survived, and they really are playing their way into this game now. And at present, it would be even money for me on who will win this tie.
Yeah, absolutely. But to me, both teams playing some
He's
really
in here,
good football.
great ball. Oh, that's got to be close. It's a great run from Josh Daniels. There's a superb ball from Keston Davis. This will be interesting.
And certainly a marginal decision there, whichever way you look at it. Haven't quite got VAR here yet, have we, Mark?
Well, you are the red button's VAR for the evening, Tom. That's why.
I think he probably just drifted a little bit offside there. Yeah, he's just gone beyond.
Well done. Well
the
done.
Left back there.
The assistant.
Looks as if Danny Davis got a tough job to get back into this team, Mark, the way Daniels is performing this evening.
Yeah, I think he could get in there anyway if he's fit. Offside the other end. The history founded in 1893. Dundee, the Dark Blues or the D. Their home matches at Dens Park. Formed between Dundee East End and Dundee Our Boys. They were league runners-up 3 times in the 1900s and Scottish Cup winners in 1910. A little bit of history about the visitors. One bit I was dying to get across to the viewers, Tom, about teams playing in front of big crowds, the biggest crowds they've played against. As the ball comes in, goalkeeper stays, headed away by Keston Davis. Just before the corner, the Scottish Cup final in 1952 was Dundee and Motherwell in front of 136,000.
Is that all?
I think that's a few
Amazing.
more than TNS play at home against.
Yeah, Keston Davis have really defended that far post really well. And those crosses that come in from the right-hand side.
It's whipped in again. Chance. It's bobbling around. Roberts again. Corners, as per yet, especially from Dundee, haven't had enough quality on them. They've had 7 so far. They've clipped them in instead of drilling them in, Tom.
Yeah, probably the best one they took was a short one, Mark.
Redmond ghosts past 2 players in midfield. Well played, Redmond. McManus. Williams gets it wide to Daniels. Daniels. Got to keep hold of it in there. Don't just give it away.
You can see or listen to Craig Harrison shouting from the touchline here. Being a bit more patient.
The last.
Just looking at this offside against. Well,
Centre back, maybe.
But
close. The last major honour. Dundee, they won the Scottish League Cup in 1973-74. And don't forget, they've twice won this cup in 1990-91 and 2009-2010. So they're looking for a hat-trick of wins this season. Offside. Marriott calls offside. Linesman gives offside.
I think Marriott was telling the linesman there, was screaming at him as he has a chat in his ear with the referee.
Davis.
Do you think, Mark, that TNS are playing a different kind of football this season to what they were playing under Limerick?
To be honest, I thought they'd done well in the league. They won the league by 21 points, right? So I don't think you could have asked any more of any manager to win the league by 21 points. And they did play well. They were more direct, I think, under Limerick. Craig has got his way of getting about things, and they've started well. And Craig's a winner.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't argue against his record.
Redmond. Williams drives forward. Again, he gets it wide. Marriott is such a good player, Tom. He is always available. When the heat is on and somebody needs to have the ball, Marriott's your out ball.
Yeah, and you probably expect that from your skipper.
Davis,
leading by
Keston
example.
Davis. Again, just a little bit too much on him. Might have been a little bit left on him there.
No, you wouldn't have said that, Mark, after 10 minutes.
Not after 10 minutes, but we're at TNS's Park Hall. I think, strong tackle. He had to get that right. McManus says that's the second one from behind, and McGee is aggressive from behind.
Yeah, normally he plays in midfield, McGee, and you can see he's the skipper. Just
I'll tell you what, that's a yellow in a league game.
certainly comes from behind there.
And we have one of the Dundee coaches stood alongside us with a camera, and he just gave me the biggest dirty look ever, Tom. It was a strong challenge.
Is that...
I think it's McMullen 80, yes.
Yeah.
McMullen 18, Paul McMullen.
I think he's going to... Looks like he's coming off. Whether he needs a little bit more treatment. No, looks like they're getting the substitute ready. So he's been a bit of a thorn, actually.
Yeah,
TNS's side in that first half.
Obviously a quality player. He's had one under-21 cap for Scotland. He's played for Celtic, St Mirren, Dundee. And they won't want to lose him as early as now, I don't think.
No.
But the substitution looks like being made. I think it's 16, Zach Robinson. Yeah, there's Zach Robinson coming on.
Certainly is. Taking no chances, taking off McMullen. I wonder if actually they might change their shape a little bit now with Robinson coming in.
Robinson's an out-and-out forward, but it looks like he's playing on the right wing at the moment, which would have been the position that McMullen left at wide either side. He's keeping Sheridan up the top, and McGowan is the 10. Started very promisingly in that role. The TNS have just made the game stretch a little bit longer and stopped the press. Brobble trying to get it in early to Sizovic. McManus. Routledge. Great ball again. Fizzing around now. The type of evening, Tom, as well on this surface that it will skim off the surface. Airbus 2, Newtown 2. Aaron Williams gets a goal again for Newtown. Bang goes my 2-1 Scorio forecast, Tom. McManus, great ball, McManus again. Brobble. Just want to see a little bit more from Brobble this evening. Trizovic. Starting to get more confident on the ball, Tom, TNS.
Yeah, but I've noticed Dundee, they defend really narrow.
As a 5.
Yeah,
Really
narrow, so it's very difficult to find any spaces there.
There is the space, by the way. It's a great ball, Keston Davis to Daniels. Does he put it in early? Cuts inside Daniels. So I was just urging him then to drive into the box, but it's a yellow. It could be the first yellow card of the evening there.
Well, it should be, Mark. Without doubt, that should have been a yellow card. Yeah.
Gets away with it.
Jordan Marshall, he's really fortunate there. He knew what he was doing there. It was a cynical foul.
Yeah. I think the referee has been lenient there. Look, great to see. No harm. But they would have been a regular, I think, Saturday afternoon Premier League, shall we say. Yellow. Marriott. More pace on the ball. That's more like it. Great header away. Robinson goes to ground and he'll get his team a free kick. Starting to liven up a bit this game. They're both teams getting a feel of thinking they could win. There's Bowyer. He knows he's got a game on his hands now.
Yeah, Redmond with a foul there, unnecessary really. His team's trying to turn the pressure on from a set piece. Do you think, Mark, that they've had a bit of a surprise this evening?
Yeah,
with the standard of the
I think so
play?
after the first 10 minutes. But why should have they got a surprise when the last 3 times Welsh teams have entered this competition, TNS have got to the semi-final twice, and Connors Key Nomads have got to the final. And shall we not forget that it was only just before COVID, maybe 3.5 years ago, that, didn't we knock Kilmarnock out of the European Cup? The team from Connors Quay. So, you know, you've got to take a bit of credit sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you know, we went to the final between Ross County and Connors Quay, and really unfortunate afternoon not to win the game. As Keelan Sheridan gives Daniels a little nudge there.
Well, as we said, Tom, comparisons to our leagues and their leagues. Dundee, by the way, are in the quarter-final of the League Cup in Scotland, and they play Glasgow Rangers. So you've got to give credit sometimes. You know, the little old Cymru Premier League is playing against, like I said, a Scottish Championship team, a good Scottish Championship team as well. And we're enjoying the game so far.
Yeah, and you know, holding their own. Haven't really tested the goalkeeper yet, though. Haven't really looked dangerous in the top third of the pitch.
Keston Davis there clutching his ankle. He looks in pain. Initial signs are that he's in pain there. Danny Davis could come on. He's warming up. Could come on as a centre back.
You know, Ash Baker could be as well. Been playing well as Keston Davis. Settled in well. Made a good partnership actually with Brian Astles.
Well, they're the clean sheet kings of the Cymru Premier at the moment, Tom. Keston Davis looks happier. Thomas Owen is giving him time to go off and come back on. We know that's a strong TNS bench, by the way. Don't know, we've got to be brutally honest, we don't know a lot about the Dundee bench, but and the TNS substitutes are amongst Leo Smith, Danny Davis, Ash Baker, some good players on there, and they can make a change.
Yeah, and they might need to make a few changes as this game progresses.
There's a Scorio special. The rugby game on that was the club rugby team tomorrow at 7:15 for live coverage of the Ospreys match versus the Emirate Lions. Williams, Brobel. I think going in early so far. Chance on the edge for Williams. Can he get a shot off? Brobel, bit of decent pressure now. One-on-one. He hasn't really taken him on so far this evening. Does this time. Fullback's quick. Fullback gives away the corner.
Yeah, but better from Chislevich. That's the first time actually, Mark. He's actually gone in. Have a go.
Yeah.
Let's go past. Let's get past this fullback. Get the cross in. Did that in the first minute or so. But since then, we haven't seen too much of him. Hat-trick hero last week.
This would be some time to score at present. 4 minutes before the break at half-time. Marriott, the big men are up. Some wrestling going on in there before the ball comes in. Whipped across. Davis for the first. Overhead kick. Couldn't get enough on it then, Chislevich.
It's been played in a good spirit, this game, Mark.
I think as every game, every week on Scorio, every game needs a goal. Ben Clark in the watching mode. Pulled up in training at the beginning. He's a key player, by the way. Come through the ranks and done really well at TNS. Looking at both sides, Tom, so far. They can both play around well, and they're passing in and their movement's good, and they're pretty good on the ball getting to the last third. But so far, the two number 9s, centre forward shall we say, hasn't really got the better of their central defenders around them. Haven't seen a lot from McManus, and we haven't seen a lot from Sheridan.
No, but what McManus has done, though, he's held the ball up reasonably well for his teammates, brings other players into play, but he hasn't had that, you know, balls into the box that he thrives on.
McGee, it's a great ball inside.
Yeah, Routledge.
Always making challenges like that, Routledge.
Yeah, it's good foul to give away there, actually.
Bundling over Lyle Cameron.
he knew our players into the danger area, going towards his 2 centre-backs there.
Not a bad performance, Tom, especially in the second half last night from Robert Page's Wales against Belgium. Plenty to look forward to in the future, definitely, especially with the younger players.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they will have learned a lot from the game last night. The only thing probably disappointed me is that Page, actually, you could see the problem. He addressed it at half-time, but he could have addressed it a lot sooner, I think.
Bang goes your chance of getting a free ticket for the next Wales game. Headed away.
Well, Mark, you have to say as it is.
There you go.
Matty Smith, I mean, he just a lost player in the first period.
Daniels with a trick. Does he get the free kick? He does. What a great chance now. Free kick. The big men have to go up for this. Aaron Edwards, for me, one of the best players ever to play in this league. Tom, I just ask, would you go along with that?
I wouldn't disagree with you, Mark, at all.
And with a minute and a half on the clock left, looking under severe pressure in the first 10 minutes, quarter of an hour. If you didn't know about TNS and Dundee, I think Tom the smart man, he would have been piling on Dundee in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Williams, Redmond, great ball, Redmond. Says to Sizovic there, go and take the defender on now, just before half time. Takes the defender on, takes the shot on, and misfires. Very unlike Sizovic.
Not quite playing Cardiff Met this evening rather, Mr. Chislovich, but what a ball outside of his foot there, inch perfect, into Chislovich's path, and then he just, near the corner flag than the goal. He'd be a little bit disappointed there, but big opening there.
McGowan got body checked by the referee then. Ooh, big challenge. Had to get the ball. It's just getting a bit lively out there at the moment. Redmond. I'd love to see the replay of this one. This was an old-fashioned...
Well, I think Marriott might be really fortunate there.
Yeah, it was a minute left. He left the ground, Marriott, but he collected the ball.
Well, that's probably his saving grace there, I think. The bench underneath us was definitely not happy.
McManus will have to let the ball run through. So you're Craig Harrison at half-time, or you're Gary Bowyer, Tom? The happiest?
Can he be both?
Absolutely.
If I was Gary Bowyer, I'd say, look, we need to step it up, especially, we shown our teeth in the first 10 minutes. You can't keep that press going all game, but you'd be looking for something extra in that top third of the pitch. And I think, looking at the stats and the possession TNS have had in the first period, they haven't really threatened the goal. And we need to threaten the goal to win the game.
So, there is the half-time whistle from the referee Thomas Owen at Park Hall. It's Dundee, the visitors, 0. TNS, the home team, 0. We look forward to seeing you for more action and hopefully goals in the second period of this Scottish Challenge Cup match.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Ti di dod ar bibs?
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Cwpan her yr Alban yw'r gystadleuaeth, a mi oedd hi'n her o hanner y Seintiau Newydd ar ddechrau'r hanner cyntaf hefyd yr ymwelwyr yn dechrau ar dan. Ond mae pencampwyr uwch Gyngrair Cymru yn bendant wedi dod nôl mewn iddi, a mae'n dipyn mwy cyfartal erbyn hyn. A cyfartal yw'r sgôr ar yr egwyl hefyd. Yn ddisgwr ar yr egwyl, ond digon i'w drafod yng nghwmni Malcolm Allen. Cyn hynny, rhywun o'r Twitter i neges, sy'n ni'n gofyn pan bod fi o Malcolm wedi gwisgo fel pobl o Gogledd Corea. Dwi'n meddwl, eitha smart, wel.
Dim ol, i fi'n bach mwy eitha dau Smurf, dwi'n meddwl.
Ta beth am y pêl-droed? Fi'n offi jacket, gyda llaw. Nes i fwynhau'r hanner cyntaf na, mae'n siŵr bod y Seintiau wedi fwynhau diwedd yr hanner cyntaf mwyn o'r dechrau.
Go iawn, herwydd, oedden nhw'n disgwyl Dundee ddod yma dechrau'r droed flaen a tempo chael i'r gêm, ac oedd y tri, dwi'n mysio cael rang hywir, mae Gowan, mae Gi ac mae Mullen, oedd y tri ni nhw. Fi bach o brofiad o'i gwmpas nhw, ac oedd eu patryma nhw rhy gyflym. Felly, daeth i gymryd bach amser i Redmond swapio gyda'r Routledge. Wedyn nath Redmond, mae o i pyn bach mwy o egni yn efo, a mae'n darllen y gêm i pyn bach gwaith. Mae Routledge yn gret ar y bel, Peter Ritchie ffwr. Ond i ddain nhw newid safle. A wedyn ni Williams i fyny'r cae. Maen nhw wedi newid i 4-1, sydd wedi bod lot gwell iddyn nhw a wedi cael lot mwy o'r bel.
Dyn ni weld y cyfleoedd na gath Dundee ar ddechrau'r hanner cyntaf. Ia, dwi'n difyr clywed chi'n trafod yn y sylwebeth os oedd hi'n sioc neu rhywbeth, beth oedd hi synnu'r Seintiau fan hyn?
Wel, oedden nhw'n gyntaf i'r bel gyntaf ac i'r ail bel, ond y rhediad mae'r dwad, oedd o wedi dechrau'r Cameron a wedi dechrau'r asgell chwith, ond edrycha, mae'r cyfnodau yna, mae'n gwybod mae'n mynd i gyrraedd bel gyntaf. Beth dwi yn gofyn thyn nhw'n mwy yma na di, mae o'n cael 2 eiliad i wneud i feddwl i fyny i godi'r bel na dros y golwr. Nath o ddim wneud hynny. Conor Roberts wedi dda iawn yn y gol, fel mae wedi wneud tymor hyn. Oce, mae hwnna i fi yn un hawdd i Conor Roberts. Mae'n un i'r camerau fel sef fi'n deud, efallai bod ti'n y gornel, mae'n cymryd un camer draws, ond nathon ni weld De Bruyne a neithiwr yn cymryd un cyffyriad a just pasio i fewn i'r gornel. Lle yma nath o cymryd y cyffyriad agor i gorff siapio a deithio lle oedd i fynd. Nath De Bruyne am wneud hynna.
Just y modd yn gol Malcolm Allen yn snewid siap i gorff i esbonio'r symudiadau yma hefyd. Ni'n cael y darlun cyfan gan Malcolm, ond beth am y darlun o ran y Seintiau Newydd, achos maen nhw'n gwella yn sydyn. Sislevich, gan i weld fe fan hyn yng nghanol pethau.
Ia, di cynnig dim llawer ymosodol. Yr ansawdd yn y trean ymosodol di broblem nhw ar y funud. Digon o feddiant yn yr hanner awr dwytha yma, ond mae rhaid nhw edrych ar y chwaraewyr dylanwadol, dy Brobels, dy Sislevich. Mae rhaid chdi, mae hwn yn gret o symudiad. O'r cefn, pêl lletraws yn dod i fyny mewn 2 eiliad fan hyn. Sislevich efo cyffyrddiad campus gwych, dwi'n meddwl, o fan hyn, na hi. Ar ei gyffyrddiad cyntaf, rwan dwi'n disgwyl un yn erbyn un, paid a troi allan, paid a troi nôl. Unwaith nath o cael y cyffyrddiad a dan ei draed, nath o arafu pethau gadael i'r amddiffynwyr ddod i warchod i gilydd tu ôl efo.
Hon yn cam sefyll, Max?
Oedd yn un agos, a rob i weld ti yr ail waith, na dweud na. Dwi'n meddwl weithiau mae'r llimanwr rhy agos i chwaraewyr sy'n rhedeg i mewn o'r asgell yna, a dyna ddigwyddodd, oedd y llimanwr reit tu ôl efo, felly oedd o ddim yn gweld yr amddiffynwyr dwytha. Nath o godi'r bel dros y golwr, oedd y golwr wedi stopio.
Josh Daniels di dal yn sylw ni, mae'n fwy ymysodol fel arfer.
Na, allan ei safle ar y dde yn yr amddiffyn, ond yn sicr nes i weld o'n Ewrop dechrau tymor a nath o drwad un nebyn un fel golwr. Mae hyder wedi bod lawr, ond mae wedi dod yn ôl at ei hun, mae wedi cael ei lefel ffitrwydd fyny fel rhan fwyaf o'r tîm, a dyna un pen a Craig Harris ddod i fewn a neud siŵr bod ei ffitrwydd nhw'n dod i fyny. Maen nhw wedi cystadlu yn bob dim. A rwan, yn slo bach, maen nhw wedi hawlio mwy a mwy o'r gêm. Unwaith ti'n cadw meddians, chdi sy'n reoli tempo. A dyna be maen nhw'n neud ar ddiwedd y hanner.
Wel, edrych mlaen am y dar nesaf yma, Malcolm, achos mae lot fawr o gefnogwyr. Oddi Carter wedi teithio ar Alban, mae Nicky John yn ei canol nhw.
Diolch, Dylan. Ie, dwi yma hefo dau sydd wedi bod yn dilyn y clwb ers blynyddoedd lawer. Chris a Graham. Chris, I'll come to you first of all. 0-0 at half-time. Is that what you were expecting?
No, I was hoping we would be ahead. I think we controlled the first 20 minutes, but we've kind of sat back a little bit and let the home team come into it a bit more.
Graham, what do you make of the standard? Because you were telling me that you were expecting to be at least 3-0 up by half-time.
Well, considering the league that they're in and the league that Dundee play in, I reckon that Dundee should have been in front, and the performance from the first 20 minutes, they should have been at least 2-0 up.
Now, you've been following this club since you were this high, haven't you? And you've done a fair bit of travelling to be here today. All the fans have.
Yeah, travelled up from Swansea to get here today. And Love the club, love the supporters, love everything about the club.
So someone will be telling me in my ear in a minute that that's where the real football is, in Swansea. But anyway, you've been following the club. You've come back from Spain this morning, Chris.
Yesterday at 6 o'clock I came back from Spain and left Dundee at 8:30 this morning and got here for about 3:30.
Incredible effort, but this isn't where the football finishes this weekend for you, is it?
Back up the road tomorrow for the Scotland-Ireland game at Hampden. So looking forward to that as well, yeah.
And how do you think today will finish, and what about tomorrow?
I'm hoping that we're going to win today, and obviously tomorrow as well, yeah.
And what about you, Graham? Fancying, are we going to go 0-0 all the way through penalties at the end?
I hope not. Couldn't stand that. Don't think my heart could stand that, but if it's what it takes for Dundee to win, we'll be here and we'll do what we can to win the game.
Listen both, enjoy the second half. Ac wyl fer sydd gennym ni nesaf rwan, ond dewch yn ôl ato ni ar gyfer yr ail hanner rhwng y Seintiau Newydd a Dundee mewn cwpl o funudau.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croeso nôl i sgorio. Pwy sydd eisiau mwy o bêl-drod byw penwythnos yma? Pawb, newyddion da i chi felly. Cymru'n cwrdd y gwlad Pwyl, nos Sul. Mae'n fyw gyda ni ar S4C, edrych mlaen yn fawr at hon. Mae fel rownd derfynol, medde Robert Page. Cymru'n ceisio aros yn ei grŵp nhw. Ewn ni nôl at ein tîm sylwebu. Mi daflu cwestiwn at y tîm sylwebu hefyd. Malcolm Dimlin o Owain Tudur-Jones a Nick Parry. Lot o sylwyr ffaith allan Cymru ddysgu o'i grŵp gyfeillion. Mae Lloegr yn yr un sefyllfa. Angen ddyn nhw ennill yn yr Eidal. Mae'n disgwr. Dangos faint mor anodd ewi ar y lefel yma.
Welcome back to Park Hall in Oswestry, where TNS are currently 0-0 at half-time against Dundee from the Scottish Championship. An end-to-end game after the first frantic 15 minutes. Sees the score at 0-0. Still alongside me, Tomi Morgan. Tom, interesting, shall I say, first half, and quite an even first half in the end.
Yes, I mean, Dundee started on fire, and that was quelled by TNS, who slowly crawled themselves back into the game. Territorial, he probably bossed it, but didn't really threaten the goal at all.
Would you expect the same sort of start? And would you see Dundee trying again to press on in the first 15 minutes? I think McManus has got a hand to that. No, in fact, it's the defender. So it'll be a free kick to TNS.
I think when you play in a team, you know, from another country, it takes a bit of time to, you know, build chess, see what's happening, what have they got to offer.
No doubt.
And yeah, obviously Dundee showed their teeth early on, but slowly but surely TNS got back into it.
First goal is absolutely vital here this evening. If TNS can finish the first half, start the second half like they finished the first half, especially the last 15 minutes, I think home advantage myself could tell.
Yes, crowd's been really quiet though, Mark. You know, Dundee have got good support here, but they've been not very boisterous, let's put it like that. I'm really actually a bit disappointed in McGowan, who started off the game on fire, but then really we haven't seen much of him.
Roberts
since then.
Takes a touch. He'd be better off clearing his lines. He's passed it. It was always going to be the wrong thing to do there. That's why under my breath I'm saying I hope he... Oh no, it's cost him as well. Unbelievable. The mistake was from the goalkeeper and he just couldn't make up for it. You could see it on his face. The goal will go down to the centre forward, or will it be an own goal? Cillian Sheridan. Boyo there looking happy. It's TNS 0, Dundee 1, but it's a definite mistake from the goalkeeper. Should have cleared his lines instead of trying to pass it out.
Yeah, certainly Roberts wasn't the best of back passes there initially from Keston Davis. Keeper stretching a little bit. It was a simple ball, went wrong to Daniels, and then really Daniels should have taken him out there. I think actually it comes in off Astles actually.
I think it's a superb cross, by the way. Is it Marshall gets as high as that? Yeah, Jordan Marshall nutmegs the defender. Daniels whips the cross in. I think the centre forward will take the credit, but
yeah, again nutmeg there. Great cross that is. Yeah,
there's football in this football, Tom. I mean, like you said, you've plugged away in the first half after being pressed. You come out in the second period. You're in the first minute of the second half. You've got a 40-60 ball against. Just clear your lines.
Yeah, just knock it down the line. Trying to be too clever. And it's cost them dearly.
We have a game on now. Dundee very unexpectedly taking the lead as early as that in the second half, but give credit to him and give credit as well. There is Paul Harrison, who was the pass master of a goalkeeper, as we all know in this league. Loved passing the ball all the time. Modern game, I think, Tom, and what most people know is that you're supposed to be encouraged to take gambles with passes, but not in every position for me.
Well, there's playing out the back and playing sensibly out the back, Mark.
Routledge gets it back. Roberts with an easier pass this time. He was excellent in the first half, Connor Roberts.
definitely kept his side in the contest in those early 10 minutes.
And Conor Roberts, more than anybody, will be wanting his team to get back into this. It's a big ask now for TNS, and they've got a spring in their step as well now, Dundee. Anderson gets it forward, edge of the box, big chance here, doesn't take the shot on it, goes wide. Robinson, it's 2-0. The game could be all over in the first 4 minutes of the second period.
Yeah, the right back finds himself in a 6-yard box. And again, some sloppy play defensively from the New Saints.
Lyle Cameron seems to be claiming it, by the way. What a disappointing start for the New Saints. What a brilliant start for Dundee. You've got to give them credit. They've come out and had a go. Ball across from Sheridan.
Yeah, and selfish play here. Full back. Yeah, I think he just gets a little touch on that.
25 is Lyle Cameron with his 4th goal of the season. In it goes, and Cameron gets a flick. It's a good finish, in fact. It flashes across him and he gets a touch on it. And if they thought they were at the bottom...
Yeah, it's good play to Kieran Sheridan, the centre forward there as well. Yeah, it was that's a very important touch there.
Well, it would be some cup tie and some comeback now for TNS to get back into this, because Dundee have come out, stepped on a couple of mistakes, put the ball in the back of the net twice, and are looking comfortable at 2-0 in this Scottish Cup Challenge 3rd round tie. Big ask now for TNS. McManus, back post, Chiselvic, good first touch. You get the corner.
Yeah, I think Chiselvic should have had a better touch there, actually. Defender lost him there.
Yeah, well, even Cammy Kerr, then the Dundee defender, just clear your lines when you get the ball. You just gone 2-0 ahead. He's trying to run his way out there past Chiselvic. But it's a big ask for Craig Harrison now. He'll be so disappointed. Big half-time team talk, and you come out and give 2 goals away in 5 minutes. Keston Davis overhead, headed away. They can bank in at the back now. They won't have to go nowhere. 3 central defenders. Routledge. Don't forget, Carnarvon travel to Clydebank tomorrow. Brobble. It's a bit of a silence around the place, Tom. I think it shocked us all, them 2 goals as quick as that. Being it is a big cup match for TNS. It's been built up. Everybody at the half-time talking, who do you think will win this? No, is it going to be a tight affair? It seems a mountain already to climb. Williams. Redmond. Marriott inside to Chiselvic.
Just need a bit of magic from somebody now. The New Saints.
Airbus 3, Newtown 3. What a game that looks to be. Fantastic there at the airfield. Have they got their first point of the season? Roberts looking for Chiselvic. Headed away by Kerr. Chiselvic gets a shot off, wide of the mark. And there'll be no rushing from the goalkeeper now for Dundee.
Yeah, it has been a real disappointing start to this second period by the New Saints, giving away 2 untidy goals, let's say.
Cup matches especially, Tom. You know, you give little mistakes away in games, you sometimes get away with them, but in cup matches it's all or nothing sometimes. Referee just says he's got the ball there off Daniels. He's on target there. He's let a fair bit go, Thomas Owen. But he's been the same for both sides.
It's really interesting. He catches him after, though, doesn't he?
After the ball and around the thigh. Let the game flow.
Keston Davis gone down with ankle injury again.
Routledge. Yeah, they won't want too many stops here. There's two ways of looking at this now, Tom. If you're either manager or either one of the 11 players in the team, you know you have to climb a mountain, TNS, and Dundee just have to go through their regular game to see this through now, I think.
Yeah, I think they look an experienced outfit, and they'll probably weather any storm. They really look dangerous on the counter as well.
Yeah, I think the big man will take the credit for the first goal. Cillian Sheridan, 3 caps, don't forget, for the Republic of Ireland. He played for Celtic against Manchester United in the Champions League.
He doesn't look to me as if he's going to claim that goal, Mark. He was disappointed he didn't finish it with his head himself.
The second one is definitely knocked in by Lyle Cameron.
Yeah.
Danny Davis comes on for Keston Davis. Very unlucky, Keston Davis. He always seems to struggle with injuries, especially when he gets back in the team and gets a good run in it.
Yeah. Davis goes to left back. Marriott comes in at centre back.
Yeah, they'll be even more expansive now. It'll suit Danny Davis. He'll be able to get forward, and he got the pace to get forward. He'll ask a lot of questions of two left-footed centre-backs, so Astles and Marriott. McManus gets it inside. Brobble.
He's been quiet, Mark, hasn't he?
Yeah, too quiet for me. They've been on the ball, but he haven't really created anything worthwhile. Davis. There's Davis. He can skip past players. Routledge. Brobble on the ball. Daniels. Plenty of bodies in behind the ball, by the way. Dundee. Only Sheridan up top in front of the ball.
Said that in the first half, didn't we? They look a compact defensive unit.
McGowan plays it down to Sheridan. Sheridan whips it across into Connor Roberts. 2-0 ahead there. The big man would have been better off holding that up in the corner. I think he realises that now.
Yeah, you'd have thought, with his experience, he'd have held that ball up, waited for some support, for some players to get into the penalty area.
Davis. It's a push in the back there. He's let a lot go of the ref, to be fair. If that's the way the game's going to be played, fair enough. Another one. This time it's given against Redmond. You've got to be careful here, TNS. Another goal, and everything's gone. Chance, just wide of the mark. He's making some decent runs in there.
Yeah, Cameron again.
The little man again, Lyle Cameron. He's got his 4th goal of the season. He's looking for his 5th. 19 years of age. Cameron. Marshall. I think he made trouble, the referee, for the yellow here there, Daniels. Had to be that time. Just clattered him as he went outside him.
Well, that's what we should have done in the first period.
Yeah,
when Marshall went past him, we should have taken him down there.
Marshall's starting to win that battle, by the way, now. Key moments of the game now. There's not an hour on the clock yet. A 3rd goal would definitely finish this one, I think. Everybody up, the big men up for Dundee. Surely across the front. Great ball in. Just wide of the target. Great ball in by McGowan. I think the header was by Ashcroft. Gary Bowyer.
Yeah, dangerous. That's a great delivery, that is. And if that was on target, I think that would have been game, set and match to the Scottish outfit. Dundee.
I would expect, Tom, something from TNS, a bit more than they're giving at the moment.
Certainly lacking in ideas in the top third of the pitch, Mark. They haven't really threatened the goal at all.
2 wide men haven't had the better, really. Brobble and Chizovic of their full-backs, which is a problem, definitely. McManus has been locked up well there. Young Williams performed well in the first half as the 10. But yet to make the goalkeeper make a save.
Absolutely. Legston's has had nothing to do, Mark.
Nothing at all. Marriott just got to work with a bit more intensity, try and open the Scottish defence up at the back. Brobble. Redmond.
I saw GNS at Aberystwyth, a few weeks ago, Mark, and they play that patient build-up. They won that game 2-0, but against the better opposition, they're going to struggle to break them down because it's so slow, it's ponderous.
Roberts fires it out to the right wing. It's a decent pass from Roberts. Daniels again cut out. McManus. Routledge, great ball in. Williams makes a run, but again it goes back to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, good defending by Ashcroft. He just read that situation so well.
He's won this cup twice, like I said, in 1990, 91. 2009-10 they were runners up in 94-95. The first goal has officially been given to, it's Astles as an own goal. So that's why Sheridan wasn't smiling, Tom, and still looking for his first goal. It was a great crossing, by the way, by the left back. But it just came from something.
Well, it was a dreadful error by.
It was the pass out, definitely. Williamson. And what I like about Dundee, they've gone 2-0 and they're not intent on sitting in. It looks like they want more. Chuzovic, McManus. McManus gets it wide.
Just that final ball again.
Yeah, it just floated in with no pace on the ball. You've got to put pace on the ball around the area. Give your centre forward a chance. Brobble. What can he come up with? Brobble doubled up. Dundee and cleared their lines. Sheridan will run in between Astles and Marriott. He'll hold it up this time and bring people into play. That's more like it.
It won't surprise me that Sheridan will probably depart after about 60-70 minutes, Mark.
Yeah, it's a great night for him to come back into, though, and just get that 60-70 minutes under his belt. For me, Lyle Cameron, the 19-year-old in midfield, is starting to dictate the midfield. He's looking to get on the end of everything what's becoming loose now.
Yeah, he's a really busy player.
And with the likes of McGowan, with his experience, just look after the ball as long as he can when he gets it. Ashcroft and McGowan. Substitutes done really well since coming on, by the way, as well. Zach Robinson was involved in the first goal.
Wins his team another corner there.
28 minutes left of this game, and it needs a very, very big change in tactics or approaches to the game if the Cymru Premier representatives in the Scottish Challenge Cup are going to stay in there this evening. Redmond. Airbus 4, Newtown 3. What a game. Perhaps we should have popped down the road to Broughton. 4-3, unbelievable. Jake Phillips, looks like he's got the winner for him. What an incredible 3 points that'd be.
Couldn't buy a goal, could they?
Don't count people out in the first couple of weeks of the season. Tremendous result that. And you must say a bad couple of weeks for Newtown, by the way. Scorio Monday night at 10 o'clock. You'll obviously be able to see them goals and the highlights of this match. And Coinavon's visit to Clyde. Plus all the action and excitement from this weekend's JD Cymru Premier Games. Great programme every week, Scorio. Look out for the goals. Davis.
Plenty of time for the new Saints, so
Redmond. It's a great ball in from Redmond, but there was no desire from Brobble to get in front of the marker. Brobble, that's why he's got his hands on his head, and that's why he's looking to the bench. If you show the replay of this, it's a great ball in from Redmond.
Oh, Redmond's been
You've
terrific.
got to show desire to get on the end of it.
Exactly.
He's not even putting pressure on the fullback.
No, pressure, he's letting it go. Full back. You expect a little bit more from Brobble on that.
Yeah, and he's a good professional, Brobble, a great professional. He'll look up back on that later, and he won't be happy with that himself, Tom. No. Not at all. Brobble. Redmond. No change of tactics as such yet from Craig Harrison. He's just gone along with the tactics he started with. The 4 in defence, the 3 in midfield, the 2 wingers and the centre forward. Daniels across the front. McManus. It's a corner, I think. It's another great intervention.
Again, better delivery actually from this right-hand side there by Josh Daniels there.
I think he tries to back flick it and Ashcroft gets something on it.
Maybe he just could have let that a little dummy there. Don't be surprised if, Jordan Williams, I think for me, he's got to come on instead of Brobble.
Absolutely. Get a bit of pace and a bit of physicality out there. Corner to the back. It's knocked back across. Hook back in. Chance here. Hook clear. Williams gets it wide. Redmond, there's plenty of bodies still in the box. McManus is one of them. Headed to the edge again. First bit of pressure. Decent volley. Oh, great save. First save of the evening from the goalkeeper. And it's a wonderful save from Adam Legends.
I'm not sure if that's going wide, actually, Mark.
Well, he didn't take no chance.
No, he didn't. But it's a great strike there from Williams.
It was from Williams. It's a great strike. He's not taking no chances, and he's got to go down as a great save. Good effort as well.
Start to look a little bit more dangerous now, the home side.
Yeah, last 5 minutes. Now's the time as well to get a goal if they're going to get back in this. Brobble will play the free header. Unbelievable. Why bother heading it down? It's an open goal, just headed in the back of the net. They say head it down, but he'll know that's a massive miss from Astles.
Oh, that was a big chance to get back into this encounter.
You talk about a free header in front of the goals.
Great delivery, he just heads into the ground. Does the keeper get a little touch on that?
If he does, it's a brilliant save. I don't think he does because it's a goal kick. But he'll be disappointed. That was a big chance, the big chance for TNS to get back in this game. Even when you're not playing well, Tom, if you can nick a goal from a corner like that and get back in the game, it just turns the whole thing around.
Yeah, absolutely. Puts the away side under a lot more pressure. Big impetus for your teammates then.
Yeah, we said it's 6'4" Astles. We said at the beginning. Always a handful in the air, but that's a...
He's not as potent as what you call him set plays, is he?
George Hudson.
Hudson.
Yeah.
Hudson, Blaine Hudson. I think he's terrific, but he really attacks the ball. He wants to score, Blaine Hudson. Don't think that he just wanted that goal.
Would have lifted everybody at Park, all that, no doubt. They travelled down yesterday, Dundee, and they will travel straight back after the game. 8-hour journey back. But it'll be a happy journey at this rate. Davis hooks it away. Redmond plugged away in midfield. Here for me was where it hasn't gone right tonight. Two centre-backs have coped with McManus really well.
Yeah. Even when he's dropped back into midfield, Mark, they've been comfortable. They seem to have, well, they probably watched some videos.
Because somebody has gone in with him all the time. Very impressed with the centre-back pair. Jordan McGee, of course, is the captain. Like you said, he's played for Hearts and Middlesbrough. 77 games and 5 goals for Dundee. And then you go to Lee Ashcroft alongside him from play for Kilmarnock and Dunfermline. So plenty of experience. Lyle. Chance to break. Williams got the legs. Can he get it out there? Again, the centre-back gets there first. Cammy Kerr's played well at right back. He gets it back inside again. Ben Williamson at 22. Lyle gets it forward, corner again. They're just playing.
Yeah,
When they get it forward, Tom, in the last third, they look more dangerous than TNS do the other end.
Yeah, absolutely. They got that cutting edge about them. Got a few more ideas. And they're sharper.
Just starting to get a few songs from their fans in the crowd now. They're obviously enjoying themselves. Great ball in. Goalkeeper should collect. Wanted the foul, I think. Gets the foul.
Was it a foul? I think keepers get too much protection for me. He should have swallowed that up.
The gambles on going down from the foul anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. He just throws himself down.
Change. Williams comes off. Leo Smith. Dan Williams. Good first performance. Well done, Dan Williams.
Yeah, good timing for that substitute, because I think he's cramping up actually.
Yeah.
Dan Williams.
So we got Leo Smith coming on and Jordan Williams come on. It will inject pace, definitely.
Yeah, Chislovic departs.
Hasn't had his greatest game tonight, Chislovic.
Yeah, couldn't follow up that hat-trick he had last week.
So if you're Jordan Williams now and you're Leo Smith coming on, you know, here's your chance in the season, if you're just not a regular starter, to earn that slot now, get in there and turn this game round, the pair of them.
Yeah, to be fair to Craig Harrison, he's given him 20-25 minutes, so plenty of time to assert some authority on the game.
There's more physicality and there'll be more pace from Williams. Smith on the ball, travels well with the ball.
I think I had this chat with you before, Mark. Is Leo Smith an attacking midfield player or a defensive midfield player? I'm not too sure.
Penabont 3-1 ahead against Aberystwyth. Will put Rhys Griffiths' team clear in second spot in the table.
15 points, is it?
Yeah, it's a good start, and I think they have two of the bottom three in the next 3 games, Tom, as well. Tuesday evening they entertain Pontypridd. That'll be a great game. I'll be along there. And we have a game on Scorrow with Jubiat. Williams pulls it back, chance. Redmond, good first touch. Great defending again. Very, very impressed by the right back, Kerr.
Yeah, Carnarvon Connors key for me. Tuesday evening. Full programme.
That's a big ask, by the way. Carnarvon playing on Tuesday evening after playing in Scotland on a Saturday afternoon.
That's not too bad. Can you travel back, Mark?
By helicopter or coach?
28 hours, you said, up north?
It's a long journey, mate.
Yeah.
Good luck to Hughie Griffiths and company tomorrow afternoon. It looks like you may be carrying the flag for us in this competition. I'd love to see Carnarvon go through.
Well, back in the day, actually, I played against Clyde once. He came down to play a friendly at Aberystwyth. And I had a certain player called Pat Nevin playing for Mark.
Wow.
What a player he was.
What a player he was. I never honestly realised how he was as old as that, Pat Nevin.
Well, there you go.
Chelsea legend. Great ball. Chance for the third here as Kerr gets it forward again. Yeah, they're showing their little bit of class between the two teams here now for me this evening, Dundee. They look stronger, they look more physical, and they look deserved with the second half performance, Tommy, in their 2-0 lead.
Yeah, sharper all around the pitch, especially the top third. And there he goes.
Killian Sheridan, yeah. If I'm a centre forward, if that's Tommy Morgan, you're claiming that, by the way, because he'll say that header's on target.
No, he knew. Look, his expression said everything to me there. He obviously wanted to get a goal, but he wasn't going to claim it.
Sheridan off. Zach Rudden comes on. Chance for Rudden to get amongst the goals. I think he's got 3 this season already. He's done a lot of games over the years at Park Hall. I genuinely think this will be one of the most average TNS performances I've seen in 90 minutes for a long time.
I think they've moved the ball about, really well. But, Mark, the idea is to score goals. If you don't score goals, you don't win football matches.
Still time to turn it on. Davis, can he get a run? Davis stands it up to the back post, is right into the mix and nobody in the area. Yet again, McGowan has been excellent on the ball. Ooh, strong challenge there. Astles may get a yellow there from the referee. There it goes. McGee goes to ground. No moaning from the big man at the back, but it's a definite outstretched foot.
Well, he just committed himself there.
It's a yellow all day.
Yeah.
Williamson, who's done well in midfield again, gets it back. Ashcroft forward. Again, McGowan's getting more and more on the ball. And Cameron, 25, is just flitting around the midfield, picking up scraps. Got to give them credit, Tom. They're looking for the third goal ever since their second goal's gone in.
Well, best forward defence occasionally is to push forward.
Might even be winning in the, which to a lot of people is not so important. The stats in the second period. Seen a lot of the ball.
I think Redmond's been terrific for the New Saints.
Yeah, in there by yourself though.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, he is really giving it his best shot.
Chance here. Unbelievable there, where he tried to spin his man there. Ruddin, he would have been better off taking the shot on earlier. Yeah, they're winning seconds now. They get the free kick. Just starting to look a little bit ragged, TNS.
They just, to me as well, Mark, they look physically a lot stronger than TNS. You don't see that very often, but they're just brushing them aside. Ben Williamson,
he's done well.
Prospect,
yeah, in that holding role, he's done really well. Free kick into the back post, in it goes. First header, clear header.
Yeah, both the centre backs, when they've come forward, Mark, they've, they look as if, they want to score. And Ashcroft again there, his centre back partner last time.
Yeah, very impressive. I think that you'll be a little bit disappointed, Declan McManus. Obviously, having played in the same leagues against these boys for a few years, I'm sure he would have wanted to impress this evening. I've had a couple of years down in TNS. I've scored 30 or 40 goals. I want to show you what sort of player I've become in the last 2 years. It hasn't happened this evening.
He's found it really difficult tonight. Been well marshalled by those two centre halves.
Astles back to Connor Roberts, and unfortunately for Connor, as managers, as coaches, sometimes even as fans, you look to see where that first weakness or that first goal was given away. Chance then from McGowan, and it'll all point to not clearing your lines from being in your own box with the ball.
Yeah. Daniels claiming a goal kick there again. Great ball into the far post. McGowan is lurking there as well.
McGowan. Robert stays this time. Astles heads away. It's hooked back in. Rudden. Looks like a man who hasn't got used to the game yet, because that is a hell of a chance. Gary Bowyer from behind is a Graham Taylor from the old days, definitely.
Well, actually, he had enough time there to bring the ball down, didn't he? Really should have done better.
Williams. Speaking of Craig at the start, Tom, like I said, he was really up for this game. And knowing him as the type of person he is a winner. He's won the league 6 times. He's won a couple of cups. Definitely don't think he'd be happy with the performance, especially in the second period. They haven't even passed it well in the second period like they did in the first half.
I think they got shell-shocked actually, Mark, didn't they? You know, that start from Dundee, those 2 goals, 2 sloppy goals. Sometimes you don't mind if you concede a really good goal, but when you do, you make the other team work for it, and they didn't have to work for that. It was like so simple. I mean,
great ball, McManus. Williams, great goalkeeping. Seen the pass, good effort that time from McManus. Spun his man, put the pass in behind. Jordan Williams, just outpaced by the goalkeeper. Still time, just if they were to nick one, TNS. Or will it be a third at the other end? Chance. Great ball in again by Cameron. Man of the match for you, Tom. It's a corner. It's out of play.
Oh, it's a bit earlier, 10 minutes to go, Mark.
But for me, it'd be Lyle Cameron by miles. He's nicked the second goal. There's the dream team. Owen Tudor-Jones, Nick Parry and Malcolm Allen. Passing it around well now. Had a chance to speak to Owen Tudor-Jones, Tom, about finance and wages, most probably between the likes of these teams. He said there wouldn't be a lot or chance. Great effort from Cameron. Great effort. 19-year-old is lighting this game up now. Gordon Strachan is in the standards. We've seen him sat earlier on. Plays in that sort of mould. Not putting him anywhere near Strachan, of course, but he's the same busy type of midfielder.
Yeah. Certainly got that vital second goal.
Yeah, speaking to
team at Cushing, didn't it?
About the finances, he said there wouldn't be a lot of differences between these clubs.
The wage structure.
Yeah, TNS obviously full-time professionals. Marriott.
That's interesting. Danny
Davis misguides his pass. Davis, unlike him, better off in the right back slot than the left back. It's just where they look a little bit disjointed as well now, with Danny playing at left back, Josh Daniels at right back. Routledge, Williams. Get the free kick, may get a yellow card. Yeah, hands it out, I think, to Ben Williamson. He just hung a foot there. Welsh Premier games come to an end. Williamson, I think, coming off with the yellow card. Well played as well. Excellent performance by Ben Williamson. 4-all. Airbus 4, Newtown 4. Is that still going? Great game.
Well, Mark, if you go away from home, score 4 goals, you expect to win the game, don't you? And if you're home side, you score 4, you expect to win it. So both teams will be disappointed there. Somebody could snatch it in the end.
TNS are taking this time now, which is interesting. They got 3 behind the ball, 2 not doing nothing. Marriott and Routledge. Jordan Williams gets the header and puts it behind as well.
There's the man we were speaking about earlier.
Yeah, just you feel for him. Luke Strachan has come on, his grandson. So his journey was worthwhile. Yeah, great for Gordon Strachan to see his grandson there. And Adam Wilson looks like coming on for John Routledge. Job done for Routledge. Wilson, can he impress now in the last 7 minutes?
Not enough for you to shine, is it? 7 minutes, Mark. But just getting that appearance.
Yeah, the Dundee fans, they'll be happy. I should imagine they'll spend the evening in Oswestry and enjoy themselves. 2 fullbacks have performed well, Tom, for me. We say that Chiddlevich and Brobble, it's not often we can say Chiddlevich and Brobble didn't contribute nothing to the game at all, really. Yeah, so I think you've got to give credit to Cammy Kerr and Jordan Marshall, the 2 fullbacks for Dundee. They've been excellent.
Yeah, they defended well. They've also created as well. Got in the box, produced the assist for the goal.
They're on here. McGee, Strachan makes a run forward. McGowan. Ashcroft gets too wide to Kerr. Kerr back inside. Max Anderson's been a holding role in midfield who hasn't done a lot wrong as well. Looking for the third goal.
The game's sort of died a death now, isn't it?
Is that a final score? Still not a final score. Airbus 4, Newtown 4. Can they cling on to get their first point of the season, Airbus, in the Cymru Premier League? Rudden back inside. Final score, Penabont 3, Aberystwyth 1. Rhys Griffiths' team got the second in the Cymru Premier League. Redmond, Marriott. Funny old game, football. Still 5 or 6 minutes left on the clock. One goal now would produce maybe a rushed finish. But over the 85, 86 minutes so far, you have to give credit to the team who've travelled, and you'd have to say at present they're comfortable 2-0 winners.
Yeah, well in control of this game, Mark. Haven't really been stretched. Couple of headers. Jordan Williams had half a chance there earlier, and Astor's had probably the best opportunity of the evening for the home side.
Yeah, that free header at 2-0. Headed it downwards, bounced up over the bar. Apart from that, one save from the goalkeeper, which may have been going wide, as we said. Davis heads it down. Brobble looks up. Bodies behind, not many in front. 1-2 with Redmond. Wilson wanted it. Brobble gives it away. You haven't had his greatest game tonight, Brobble. It's 4-4 at the airfield. Airbus 4, Newtown 4. It's a good point for Airbus, Tom. If you're bottom of the league after 6 games, no matter if you were ahead, yeah, they'll look at it 4-3 ahead and say, oh, we gave it away. They're off the mark.
Yeah, absolutely. Really pleased though. Steve Shaughnessy there.
McGee. Yeah. McGowan showed his class all evening, Tom.
Smith's been quiet since he's come on, Mark.
Anderson just running through bodies. Wilson, Redmond, Brobble. Yeah, that's the fullback Kerr as well as Bomb back in, and he's ready for action again. Bodies behind now, too slow. The build up. Wilson,
very pacey Kerr, isn't he?
There's never any questions about applying themselves well, TNS, because they're drilled really well by Craig Harrison and their standards are set. But they've simply come second best this evening.
Yeah, they've come up against a really quality outfit, to be honest, Mark. And they really haven't had an answer for it.
It's the first meeting ever between the two sides. They played 7-1-3, lost 3, drawn 1, which shows most probably how tough the championship is in Scotland.
Yeah, coming into this game, probably they look patchy. Start the season, a few wins, a few losses, a couple of draws, but certainly they've been the better side here this evening. Started on fire. That went out for a while, but then start the second half, they punished TNS for the errors they made.
Top all-time goal scorer for Dundee, Tommy.
Yep, Alan Gilzine.
Absolutely, tremendous answer.
Tottenham legend as well.
I'm just looking over my shoulder then, were you, Tom?
No.
Coasting their way towards a 2-0 away victory in the Scottish Challenge Cup, Dundee. They've won it twice, they'll be in the hat for round 4. Let's not forget, Carnarvon Town still in the hat, and they play Clyde tomorrow. Not far off my man of the match. Also would be the right back. Kerr's been brilliant. Substitute, I said, has done well. Robinson, he's give good width. He stayed out and he's been a problem. Marriott or Danny Davis haven't got forward at all. 4 added minutes from the 4th official. Free kick, referee says play on as Anderson goes and retrieves the ball. It's just keep ball. It's 2-0 keep ball. Didn't expect to see this. They've had some fantastic wins in their previous ventures in this cup. Semi-final twice, TNS. It's out at the first time of asking this year. 2-0, maybe 3, if Robinson's got anything to do with it. Chance Anderson, 3-0. Just about sums up the second 45 minutes. It's a wonderful guided left-footed strike by Anderson. And there's
quality goal from Anderson, reminiscent of Kevin De Bruyne last night, using his left foot there, but puts it in the opposite corner.
Substitute again, Robinson driving down the right-hand side, just guided his cross in. Anderson finishes, and it's a sorry finish to the night for TNS. It's a quality finish for a team who have definitely deserved their victory. It's TNS 0, Dundee 3.
Robinson there, it's great, lovely weighted pass. He just doesn't break stride there and just side foots into the far corner. Absolutely, that is, that is really a great finish. Didn't break stride, did he? Just use that left foot and just cushioned it with a bit of power into the far corner of Conor Roberts' net. No chance for the custodian with that goal.
Tell you what, Tom, by the way, you may be getting a Christmas card or two from Scotland comparing him to Kevin De Bruyne. I bet if his family are watching, it's T Morgan of Aberystwyth.
Yeah, okay, I'll ask you a question, Mark. Considering the new Saints went out of Europe, crashed out of this competition, where's the answer? Mike Harris says all the time that he wants to get in the Champions League qualifying rounds. Into the group stages. Considering what we've seen this season, I think he needs a lot of new players. For me, if he's going to do that.
Yeah, maybe a tough job for Craig Callison. They're storming the league. Man of the match, Lyle Cameron had to be man of the match for me. Great effort, well played, son. Yeah, maybe it hasn't been the greatest of nights for TNS, but it's been a good night for Dundee. And as we are being Welsh, we'll give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, certainly deserve, their victory this evening. They've been outstanding. Really
wonderful goal from Anderson to finish the night off.
Yeah, sumptuous football there.
They'll have to go again Tuesday evening, TNS. Smith. Williams. Consolation goal, take the shot on. Didn't really go right for him then even. Right in front of goals, sat right up for him, took the strike, off target, wide of the mark.
Well, let's hope Hughie Griffiths brings back the bacon from Clyde tomorrow.
We've had many a great night here at Park Hall watching TNS dominate teams and score many of goals, but it hasn't been their night this evening. Scottish Challenge Cup 3rd round tie, TNS 0, Dundee 3, and the visitors are deserved winners. Redmond heads on. Just love to see him get a consolation goal. Redmond, Wilson, McManus. Strength to the centre. he was not going to pass all evening. Full-time whistle there from Thomas Owen at Park Hall as the Welsh champions leave the field. We have to pay tribute to the Scottish Championship team who coasted to a 3-0 victory. Look out for highlights and Scorio on Monday evening, and by the way, good luck to Hughie Griffiths and Carnarvon in Clyde tomorrow. Thank you for watching.
Nick, diolch yn fawr iawn. Am noson siomedig i'r seintiau pam chi'n ystyried faint mor gyfforddus maen nhw wedi bod yn uwch gyngred Cymru tymor yma. Maen nhw wedi bod yn ennill y gyfforddus, taro 7 yn ebyn y Met yn ddiweddar. A heno, Sean Morithrow yn colli o 2-0 gartre hefyd yn erbyn Dundee. Malcolm Allen sy'n cadw cwmni i fi, ni'n eisiau gor ymateb i hyn, ond mae yna lot o bobl yn nodi. Maen nhw mor gyfforddus yng Nghymru, pan maen nhw'n chwarae unrhyw un tu allan i Gymru yn Ewrop neu fel hyn, dyn nhw ddim yn ei gystal, dyn nhw'n agos i fod mor gryf.
Ti'n hollol iawn ac ti'n agor drws i'r feiddiad yna cael rhoi allan hefyd ar ôl fy'n digwydd yn Ewrop, ar ôl beth sy'n digwydd heno. Da ni wedi bod lot mwy cystadleol yn y gorffennol na ydyn ni yn bresennol. Beth sy'n mynd i ddigwydd i'r dyfodol ydy gan i weld, ond yn sicr nes i ddeud ar ôl Ewrop tymor hyn, oedd y garfan yma yn y Seintiau Newydd wedi sefyll y llonydd ers dipyn. Dyn nhw ddim wedi cael eu sialenjo, a maen nhw gyd efo'u gemau gorau tu ôl nhw. Mae'r rhan fwyaf nhw yn eu 30 arwan. Dwi'n mynd diffyg parch nhw, maen nhw wedi gwneud yn ardderchol go dda. Ond os ti isio mynd i fyny'r lefel nesaf, ti angen gwneud newidiadau mawr.
Mae rhaid yn hapus, dewch i ni gael bach o ymateb yn dilyn y gêm. Nawr ni'n drafod Nicky John.
Well, Lyle, huge congratulations on that result. And obviously on a personal level, it's always nice to get on the score sheet as well.
Yeah, definitely, especially after a long trip. We were glad, obviously, we didn't start great in the first half, but in the second half to get 2 fast goals to give the fans something to cheer for coming all this way.
What can I ask you, what did you make of the performance? Were you surprised to be going in 0-0 at half-time? Were you surprised perhaps by the standard of TNS?
I thought they played really nice football. You can tell all of them want the ball and they play some nice stuff, and we struggled to get to grips with that in the first half, but once we started pressing them higher, I thought we can cope with it much better.
And tell me now about that short journey home that you have, and also all the fans that have come down as well. It's been fantastic.
Well, it took us 8.5 hours yesterday, so I can't imagine what it took them today with the traffic, so hopefully we can fly down the road and miss all the traffic. We've got a good few stops, so hopefully it's not too bad.
And obviously the name's in the hat now for the next round as well. Any thoughts on who you might like?
Not a clue. Hopefully it's not as far away as this one, but anyone will do. I don't mind.
No, that's fair enough. And I suppose, is this a welcome opportunity now to take this momentum back into the league with you?
Definitely. Obviously, we didn't have a great result last week. We all know that. So hopefully we can work on this and build and go again next week and get some good points on the board coming up.
Well, Lyle, thanks very much. You are the man of the match. Seren again, Lyle Cameron, Sean Gyfarchiad Mawr, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks. See ya.
Yn hapus iawn ar y diwedd. Wedi clywed y term seren y gêm o'r blaen sgwrs ni. A mae da fi newyddion iddo fe. Dwi ddim eisiau taith mor hir yn y row nesaf. Tasau Carnarvon yn ennill. Chi beth yn gwybod?
Hei. Carnarvon yr unig dîm sy'n rodd yn cwpan her yr Alban tymor hyn. Dwi'n siŵr wneithw rhyw fath o... wneithw greu rhywbeth fori yn Glasgow, ond dwi'n siŵr wneith fynd argraff mawr gyda'i cefnogwyr nhw yn Glasgow heno.
Mae'r cofi am i yn Glasgow. Fi'n gwybod, mae'n mynd i fod yn noson iddo. Mwy o mateb nawr, a bydd y gwr nesaf yma ddim mor hapus. Byddwn ni'n tybio Craig Harrison, rheolwr y Seintiau Newydd sydd yn Nicky.
Craig, commiserations, disappointing evening in the end, and of course it's always a blow when you concede 2 in such quick succession at the beginning of the second half.
Yeah, I think it's not the stuff now where, Dundee started really well first half. After 10-15 minutes we got a grip to it, got a foot in the game, and we were given as good as we got. We kept good possession, didn't really create an awful lot, but to come out the second half and then within I think it was 6-7 minutes we're 2-0 down. It's psychologically it's a blow, and then you've got to get yourself going again, which we did. And we just needed to score. We had a couple of opportunities. Ryan Assel's had a header at the back post, and it would have probably asked the question again for the last 20 minutes. But at 2-0, it was always going to be a mountain to climb if we didn't get one within 10 minutes.
Do you feel like matches like this, though, they're a good opportunity, a good test against different opponents that you wouldn't usually be coming up against?
Yeah, without doubt, it is. You know, we love this competition. You know, I think all the Welsh teams that have been involved with love this competition. It's got a very European feel to it. You're playing against a team that you haven't done. You know, in our domestic league, you could play each other up to 5 or 6 times if you get drawn in cups. So it's it's something that, you know, we're very, very disappointed that have been knocked out of, and you know, we'll just want to make sure that we'll get back in it next season.
Well, to be in form as fine as you have been within the league as well, you know, you won't let this affect your momentum. It'll be a case of dusting yourselves off and off you go to Flint away.
Yeah, I think it has to be. There's no other option for it. You know, I think from a effort point of view, the lads worked hard. You know, from a possession point of view, we'd done well. After the first 10 minutes of the first half, we got a grips with the game. But yeah, it just wasn't to be. You know, that's the way it is.
Craig, appreciate it. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Thank you very much.
Craig Harrison yn onest fel arfer, a nath y sôn am y goliau, a ni yn dieddol o'r ymateb. Gan i weld y goliau nawr gyda llaw, ni'n mynd, maen nhw wedi colli, mae'n diwedd y byd, ond mi oedd ildio'r goliau na reit ar ddechrau'r hanner. Neu faint o ffactor oedd hynny yn heno?
Wel, mor gynnar ar ôl yr egwyl, ti ddim yn disgwyl hyn digwydd. Jyst achosi problemau iddyn nhw hunan, efo Conor Roberts yn trio clirio'r bel. Ond edrych am araf o rongl yma, mae Conor yn hyndag nôl i'r gol. Mae wedi gwneud y camgymeriad, edrych ar jogio, 4, 5, 6 eiliad. Come on. Ti'n gwybod, dyna di'r sgwrs fydd Paul Harrison yn cael efo fo'n yn ystafell newid na rwan. Di hynna ddim digon da. Ti edrych am Safona, oedd y gol i ddim bach o ffliw cyrwyd pen Astles. Ond wedyn ar o hyn, ti'n edrych ar y gol yna. Nath i jyst ar ei ben o. Mae pobl yn sôn am anlwcus, a bydda nath o ti dweud, ti'n mynd anlwcus efo gol i rwyd y hyn, ond beth yn gorfod wneud efo yna? Mae Sherry yn o'i flaen o. Felly, i amddiffyn nhw trio clirio, mae'n mynd i fynd yn noddach beth. Mae'n gwybod fe dith o'n wneud i'n byd herwydd mae o flaen, mae'n gico'r spotyn. So, mae'n gol.
A cyn iddyn nhw gael amser i ymateb, oedd hi'n ddwy?
Ia, go iawn. A beth i gweld yn hanner cynta, oedd Dundee wedi cael siar o'r gêm fel un. Yr unig beth nath nhw ddim wneud oedd bod clinical o flaen y gol. Cos pan ti'n cael siar o'r gêm, mae'n rhaid chdi gymryd mantais na sgorio. Nath nhw ddim, ond nath nhw'n ail hanner yma. Yn y 10 munud yma, i ddwy gol i ddim yn syth, doedd mewn munudau ar ôl yr egwyl, just beth ti'n isio, ond oedd i hyder nhw, cymffona nhw i fyny fan hyn. A unwaith mae'n dod, mae'n gret o symudiad. Ia, unwaith eto mae'n wiriad bach. Ond sbia, os a bwer ar yr ergyd yn dod i mewn.
Hefyd, dim ond un cyffyddiad cyntaf sydd yn cael amser i setlo. Na'r unig cyffyddiad cyntaf o hwnna.
Nes i ddeud hynna'n hanner cyntaf. Mae igon hawdd i chdi, ne fi. Ti fo bel, dwi'n ei pwysau ar chdi, a dwi'n just sefyll wrth ddolwch chdi a just mynd fel hyn. Hei, dwi'n gwneud trio dwy'n o bel. A trio taclo chdi. A wedyn os dwi'n mynd cael, i ti pasio fwnc o mae'r ail yn yn. Nath nhw'n neud hynny. Nath nhw'n ddim neud hynny. Nath nhw'n neud am hanner awr hanner cyntaf. Nath nhw'n ddim neud hynna ar ddechrau'r ail hanner.
Hawdd i ti, dim yn hawdd i fi. A beth sy'n taro chi hefyd, pan ni'n gweld yn y gyngrair, un gol, mae'n dildio yn y gyngrair tymor yma. Sa'n gwybod, be mae fe'n gweud am y gyngrair, felly, neu am y seintiau dyma drydedd gyda llaw, jyst i rhotio'r halen yn y brew fel petai?
Ie, nid ein rhaid sioc iddyn nhw, yn sicr, a fydd nhw edrych eto ar eu cynlluniau o hyn ymlaen tan ddiwedd y tymor. Lle maen nhw isio mynd. Oce, yr unig beth rydyn nhw'n wneud ydy Uwchgyngor Cymru hon di'r gret o bol, gret o symudiad, rhedeg wrth y bel, un cyffyrddiad fan hyn, yn gwybod, wel y digaeth, oedd yr ymwybodol hwnna, just shouts bach, ddim yn digwyddiad yn efo o'r ochr chwith, just y pwysau perffaith i ddod aroi ar y tro gyntaf. Dyna di gwahaniaeth efo ni, dwi'n meddwl, yn y gyngrair yma. Da ni ddim yn gweithio digon yr ail dyn, y trydydd dyn, y rhedeg o ddiwrth y bel. So, mae A pasio i B, lle mae C a D, lle mae'r opsiynau gwahanol. Oeddech chi gweld heno? Ar lefel pencampwriaeth yn yr Alban, oedd nhw lot gwell.
A maen nhw hefyd newydd ddod o'r Uwchgyngor yn yr Alban, a maen nhw wedi bod yn chwarae'r lefel lot uwch.
Do tad, ond dwi'n gweld hynny eitha esgus. So well gyda fi, di gweld potensial o fydda fi siarad, mynd o yma, mynd i siarad efo pobl arall am y seiti rhywun, ei, gwa tseim o'n blwyddyn.
Ie, diddorol. Cyn i ni fynd, mae yna gêm arall no Sul, mwy o bêl-drod byw ar S4C Cymru yn erbyn Gwlad Pwyl. Y gobeith yw aros yng Nghrŵp A yng Nghyngor y Cenedloedd. Mae angen ennill felly. Mae sioi gan nhw ddysgu yn y Grŵp A. Mae'n dangos mae mor anodd yw yr y lefel na yn ôl am Alcs.
O, dyna pam da ni yn y tir yma. A dyna pam da ni eisiau aros yn y tir yma i chwarae yn ebyn y goreuon yn y byd. A hwnna wers a hanner yn hanner cyntaf yn ebyn Gwlad Belgloi. A na ddeud y gwirth eich di yn y dyfod.